See, when you look at a man's hands, it tells you a lot about him. The wrinkles is a representation of age, knowledge, wisdom, experience. The scars that he carries on his fists tells you about maybe the wars, the battles, the fights that he went through, that he endured. The calluses represents hard work, doing a whole bunch of laborious work, blue collar work. Maybe he turned a wrench his entire life. He's used to doing that. Maybe he threw a lot of weights around. But either way, a man's hands represents a lot about him. And this is why it's so important that you use firmness when you shake another man's hand. And we were taught this at a young age by our fathers, our uncles, our grandfathers, any man that was in our life that was dominant, that was masculine, that was strong, because it's a form of nonverbal communication. Because when you shake a man's hand with firmness, it signals strength. It signals courage. When you look them in their eye, when you're doing that, they know that you mean business and you stand on principle. Have you guys ever shook a weak man's hand? You automatically lose respect for them. You can tell that they wasn't raised right. They probably didn't have a strong father in their life, and they probably been getting their ass kicked their entire life or being used by the whole world. Men, women, anybody that's in their environment. It's very important to do that. And I know it might sound very primal, right? But this is the mindset of a man, the experience of a man. You have to do this. I even teach my son that, hey, you use firmness. You look a man in their eye when you shake their hand. You do this. That way you display strength at all times. And before I get started, you know what I'm about to say. It is Thursday morning thoughts. It's AT Malone, the first of my name because the second is already here. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more videos from your boy. Now, it is exactly 5:11 a.m. Running a little bit behind because I had to do a couple of takes for the intro of this video, and I am a perfectionist. If it ain't right, I'm going to continue to redo it until it's right. I don't do a whole bunch of jump cuts, whole bunch of edits, because I don't have time for that shit. And I want the communication to be as natural as possible. If I skip my words, if I make a mistake throughout these morning thoughts, so be it. At least you know that you're getting complete authenticity from me. And that's one of the things that I would consider my strong suit when it comes to, creating content, because I'm just being myself, guys. I am. I'm not perfect. I try my best to be as perfect as possible, but I don't. And it's okay to show human error. I know a lot of people don't like to be embarrassed. They don't want to be looked at a certain way of not being perfect, but we're not perfect. We all make mistakes. We all have hiccups. It doesn't matter how much of a genius you are, how successful you are, how good you are at your craft. You are going to make mistakes, and it's okay. Nobody that's walking this earth is Jesus Christ, okay? That is the only perfect man that has walked this earth. So mistakes are going to happen. And I'm enjoying this male experience series because it literally allows people to look into the mindset of a man, the way that we think, the way that we act, the reason why we do some of the things that we do, how we operate on a regular basis. And I don't think a lot of male content creators actually speak on the topics that I speak about. They talk about a lot of relationship things, and I know that's important as well, but just our actual thoughts, the things that go on throughout our life and how we view the world. It's very important that the youth, the young men, get insight from the older generation, and we have to continue to pass on the information, guys. We can't do what like the boomers did and hoard all of the wealth, not distribute it. No, us millennials, we have to make sure that we set up Gen Z, Gen Alpha for success. And this world is different now. The opportunities are plentiful, but you have to have a certain skill set in order to capitalize on them. Me personally, see, I am conditioning my son to be good at everything, okay? Not just one thing. I know a lot of people will tell you that, hey, you have to find that one thing you're good at and give 100% of your effort and energy towards. I've never been that type of guy. I've always been the jack of all trades, master of none, great at everything, okay? Not the best, but great at it. So this is the world that we're living in now, and that is not going anywhere, especially with new technology, AI. We're going to have to be good at a multitude of things in order for us to be successful. Being one-dimensional is a thing of the past, guys. You have to be in the mindset of like the Leonardo da Vinci's, the Michelangelos, the Donatellos. I'm not talking about Ninja Turtles. I'm talking about the guys that grew up in the Renaissance era. These guys were good at everything: math, science, art. They were STEM, if you really want to just bring it all together. So they wasn't good just at one thing. And that's the thing that you guys have to realize, that you have to open your mind to the possibilities of learning things that maybe you don't want to learn. And when you do decide to learn these things, you might actually be good at it. But this is like a survival skill too. If you don't want to be broke, if you don't want to be unemployed, if you want to be valuable to the company that you work for, you are going to have to expand your horizon. It's a level of job security as well. And who does not want to learn? You can only watch so much brain rot on social media before you get bored or you start becoming stupid. And I suggest you guys don't do that. Continue to read a book, or you can watch my Tuesday content and I'll read it for you and give you a clear-cut breakdown so you can absorb that information. But either way, guys, we have a duty. And this is why I don't play into this whole racist type stuff, because it doesn't matter if you are black, if you are white, if you are Asian, Hispanic, if you're Middle Eastern. As men, we all have the same duty, which is what? Make money, take care of ourselves, take care of our families, protect our families, and lead our families, as well as anybody else that we are responsible for. So even though we might have grown up in different cultures, we still have the same responsibility across the board. Okay? So don't allow the color of your skin, what your, financial background was growing up, socioeconomic, don't let that stop you, because the world don't give a shit. The world looks at you to add value. Women look at you to add value, okay? Have resources. That's what they find attractive, okay? That is just the reality. Just being real, guys. So you have to keep working. You have to keep grinding. You have to make sure that you're taking care of business. You have to make sure that you are representing yourself well, so the world will respect you. And if you are not getting that respect that you want, then you're just not working hard enough. You're not doing the things necessary to earn that respect. So look in the mirror. Look at what your flaws are. Do something about it. Don't sit here and be down on yourself when you have every opportunity to do things to change your life, to improve. Self-improvement, guys, is a lifelong responsibility. Regardless of how successful you become, you should always want to be better than you was yesterday, all right? Well, your boy done cooked up for about 7-8 minutes. I still got to eat, feed the dog, make my coffee, and try to get to work on time, because I am running behind. And that is not a good thing, but I'll catch up one way or another. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and sub to the channel, and I will see y'all later. Peace.
People still talking shit behind my back. that's cool, but I'ma just do me, it's all I can do. They say life's a chess game, well, make it move, but I'm ahead of you and I'm plotting my next move. Gon' run your mouth about me, it's all good, but I'ma still keep a positive attitude. But what you should worry about is what I'ma do, cause right now I'm plotting my next move. I'm worthy before my competition, that's how I stay ahead.